What is going on, Wastelanders? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, with a Fallout 4 news update. So we know that the Game Awards have come and gone without the announcement of Fallout 4. Yet to this day, people are still wondering about the tweet on screen that you can see right now, about Geoff Keighley's tweet where he says, "Great night planning with the ladies who run Bethesda. You are missed at DC Deacon," who of course is Pete Hines. So people for a long time, they're asking, what is this tweet about? What were they planning? Is it about Fallout 4? Is it about Doom? Who knows? So Geoff Keighley, who was of course the main producer behind the Game Awards, he did a Reddit AMA about the awards and people were asking random questions and he was answering them. And one of the questions which somebody asked, who, funnily enough, their name is Fallout Fan 2077, they asked, "Hey Geoff, I was wondering if you could clear up this tweet," and he links to the tweet that I just showed you. Bethesda didn't do anything at the awards and they left us all hanging. They didn't even show any gameplay from Doom. Thank you for your time, and I just wanted to say that the Game Awards was amazing and you did a fantastic job. Quick side note, I completely agree. I love the Game Awards. I thought it was a great show. Great way to end the year. Anyways, Geoff Keighley responds, "Not sure if there is a lot to clarify. I meet with publishers and developers all the time to catch up and plan things. I never said we were planning anything specifically for the Game Awards. In fact, I think when I put out that tweet, I hadn't even announced the show yet. Of course, I just asked Bethesda, just like every other publisher, about showcasing new content at the awards, but the timing did not work out for them." Now, first impressions on this reply, I thought it was just a routine response. Geoff Keighley has to bear in mind that developers and publishers want to keep things under wraps. If they have a game that's unannounced, they don't want somebody like Geoff Keighley, who's behind a big awards show, just to give information away willy-nilly to fans and to completely spoil the surprise in terms of a game announcement or a gameplay reveal, etc. Now, Geoff Keighley does say that when I made this tweet, I hadn't specifically announced the Game Awards, but of course the awards show was in development and in planning for months on end, well before Geoff sent that tweet. I still think that the meeting that they had at that cafe or that restaurant or wherever they were, it was definitely in regards to the Game Awards. I mean, I was following Geoff Keighley in the months leading up towards the to the event and even before that, and all of his time and attention would have been solely focused on the event. So it seems a bit strange that he would meet up with Bethesda and the marketing ladies from the Bethesda team just for a random catch up and planning other things. It seems to me that if his sole intention for those months leading up to the Game Awards were to plan and organize the Game Awards as the main producer, then that meeting definitely would have been in regards to the Game Awards. Now, was it relating to Fallout 4? I doubt it. I still think to this day that Bethesda wanted to show the Doom gameplay reveal at the Game Awards, but you notice the last thing that Geoff says there is that, "Of course I asked Bethesda about showcasing new content at the awards, but the timing did not work out for them." So what I think went down is that they had that initial meeting. Geoff Keighley was like, "Can you show anything at the Game Awards? I would love to showcase some of Bethesda's content." Bethesda were like, "Maybe it's a good time to show the Doom gameplay reveal since we haven't done that." The last thing they had with regards to Doom was a private screening that nobody in the general public or the internet actually saw. It was just solely closed off to that event. I believe it was QuakeCon, but correct me if I'm wrong. So Bethesda saw, yeah, it might be a good idea, but they might have just backed out at the last minute because, as Geoff said, maybe the timing did not work out for them. And I in fact watched a live stream of Geoff before the Game Awards talking about the show, talking about what he would be doing, his role, everything in terms of the planning of the show. And one thing that Geoff did say is that we could have set content, our set schedule, we could have a bunch of publishers, willing to show some gameplay, make some announcements, do some reveals at the show, say 2 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks beforehand, and things can change. Developers can back out, publishers can back out. Things aren't necessarily set in stone even 2 or 3 weeks before the award show, because at the end of the day, it's up to the discretion of the publisher. They could say to Geoff, "Yeah, we think we want to show this particular game at the awards show," but if they end up can't doing it, Geoff is not going to say, "No, you have to now." It just doesn't work like that. If they couldn't show the Doom gameplay reveal, then they weren't going to do it. Geoff obviously had so much other content he could have put in the show as a replacement. So that's definitely what I thought happened. Now, whether or not in that live stream that I'm talking about, whether Geoff was actually talking about Bethesda in particular backing out of their Doom reveal gameplay, and so he had to find other content to fill up the show for that time slot, Who knows? But I still think the meeting that Geoff had with the marketing ladies at Bethesda, that was definitely in regards to the Game Awards, and definitely because of what Geoff said in that live stream about how publishers can back out of planned and scheduled reveals or gameplay announcements at the Game Awards. I definitely think that Bethesda did have something planned, probably Doom, and they just backed out because the timing did not work for them. There is nothing here to suggest, and let me make this clear, there is nothing here to suggest that any of this had to do with Fallout 4. I said that in the past when we all thought the VGX was going to be showing, how I thought that Doom was definitely the next game that was going to be on Bethesda's plate, not Fallout 4, because we haven't seen anything. But with Doom, we know that the game is in development, we know that there's been private screenings, we know that Bethesda has talked about the game publicly somewhat. Not so much with Fallout, so the timing really seemed off for a Fallout 4 reveal, or anything to do with Fallout generally at the Game Awards. So my best predictions for the new year is that we are going to see something with Doom first. So at the next big event, I'm not sure what it is, I presume that we're going to see that Doom public gameplay reveal, and later down the track we might see something with Fallout 4. I'm still sticking with my E3 2015 prediction, and maybe like a lead up in the meantime, similar with what they did with Fallout 3. But anyways, Wastelanders, I'd love to get your thoughts. This has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and as always, keep fighting the good fight.